What's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how I swapped out my headliner on my 2005 crew cab Silverado, and we're going to make it go from looking like this to this. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first up I'm going to remove these two sun visors, and for these we just got these three screws, and then we got one screw in here, and these are going to be a T15, so we'll go ahead and get those removed. All right, now for these two sides, these are just clipped in on the top. So I'm just gonna unclip just the top side so that we have enough room to slide the headliner out. All right, so when I did go to remove the entire headliner, I did remove these completely, and all you're gonna do is just slide it up and out on the bottom end, and it should slide right out of there. And then there's an electrical connection to that speaker that you can remove as well, and then you can completely remove those. So as you can see, there's this metal clip right here, and that slides in to that hole right there. So that's the little piece that you need to pop out. All right, next up we're going to remove this handle here, and to do that we're just going to pry out these two plastic clips on either side. Alright, and that will go ahead and relieve. This actually clips into the metal up above, so we can just kind of leave that loose for right now. Alright, now for these front lights and this compartment up here, we got a Phillips head screw at the very front, so we're going to go ahead and remove that. Nice short Phillips. This back side is just going to pry out. There's two clips on either side. Just like that. Try not to lose your screw. And then we got these two wire connections in here, and we're just going to go ahead and disconnect both of those. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just unclip this little black thing here, and I'm just going to go ahead and fish that right out the back, right under this wire, and then we just have to unplug just this one. Oop, try not to do that. If you have somebody to hold it up, it'll be easier, but... Alright, I don't know if I had the best angle on that, so here's a little closer up. This thing is just clipped on just like that, so you just pry out the bottom, unclip that, and then on this wiring harness, you just pry up on this little plastic piece right here, and it's just got that little tooth on it, so you just gotta unhook it from that. Alright, so it's a little dirty down here, but to pull the seat off, we got these two studs in the front. I used a 15mm. They're the star bit, but I didn't have a big enough one. So 15mm. The back two screw in. They are the star bit as well. These are the bolts. And for those, I used an E16. And then we just got this one plug on the bottom that you access under this panel. Yeah, pretty easy, and it's a good opportunity to clean out under the seats. I'm assuming it's going to be very similar for the other side, but I'll let you know if it's any different. All right, this side was the same as the other side, so easy peasy. All right, so these sides here, they're just held in by a bunch of clips. So all you're gonna do is just, you can be a little stubborn. Oh, there we go. So they're just these like metal and plastic clips. So we got another one right here. Just pop out like that. Pop them out all the way to the bottom. And then this piece, the bottom just slides out. So got both these sides off. Then we're gonna have to pull both of these handles off. To pull those off, we're gonna be using a 10, just 3 bolts on either side. All right, for these clips, I was able to use a putty knife just to get them loosened, and then I was able to just pull them out by hand. But if you do have one of those trim remover tools, I do think those would work a lot better, but those things will just pry out of there. But they can be a little bit difficult to get out. All right, so I'm gonna figure out if I gotta pull this light off or not. Once I'm pulling it down, if I can unplug it from the top. And then I'm gonna try and get away with just prying the tops of these backs off. These are just more of these same little like metal and plastic clips. But I might have to completely remove them. All right, so right here I'm just peeling all the wires off of the top side of the headliner. They're all glued down, so you're either gonna have to peel them off, or you can cut them and retie them back in. But I just peeled mine off, and then when I reinstalled it, I just kind of set them roughly in the same location as they were before, and that seemed to work out good for me. All right, so I got it out of there. It's not exactly fun, and I definitely creased it in a few spots. For sure, like right here, and then on some of these sides, but we'll go ahead, get this one peeled off. I think this just peels off, and then we gotta grind off all of that foam. And to do that, I'm gonna be attempting to use this thing here. I'm gonna put it on the end of my grinder. If it looks like it's chewing up the fiberglass too much, then I'm gonna go get something that's not quite as aggressive, but we'll see how it works. And then I'm just gonna get the new one put on. Yeah, I guess I'll see at the end if I creased it, how badly I creased it and how it looks. I think it'll end up being fine. I mean, it'll be better than it was before, but yeah. It's not exactly a fun process trying to get that thing out of there without creasing it in some way. So I'm gonna go ahead, peel all that off, grind off all that foam, and then we will start the process of getting the new liner put on. All right, guys, so I got this all cleaned up. I ended up taking that attachment off of the grinder and just using it by hand because the grinder definitely spins a little too fast, and I ended up screwing up a few of these parts, but we're just gonna roll with it. And then on mine, like, my corners are pretty messed up as well, but yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. And I think I'm just gonna try and fold it over, and then when I might try glue it to the backside and just hope that it'll give it enough structure to look fine. This front is for sure messed up just from sun damage where it peels up. But again, I think on the front I'm just gonna try and fold it back a little bit, or I might try spray some of that glue under here just to get it to have enough structure to stay up. But it is what it is. We'll see how it turns out. Two things I forgot to mention for the handle on the passenger side. This thing here is held in by these clips on the back side. So once you get it off, these clips just slide. They slide under this deal like that, and that's what pinches this to the headliner itself. Also, I did take off this brake light up top, and that's just 2 Phillips screws, and then there's just a simple plug right here that you just pry up on this thing and slide the plug out. So super easy. Now for the headliner, I'll go ahead and link this down below. Make sure that you get the right color and size. So whether you got the crew cab or the single cab or the extended cab, you just want to make sure that, just measure it out so that you get the right one, and then also make sure that you get the right color. And this one is the suede. So yeah, if you don't like the look of this one, then obviously you can just look on Amazon or anywhere else and find one that you like. I was almost tempted to go with the black, but I just didn't want it to not match with anything else in the truck. So, and I also got this headliner adhesive. I only got 1 bottle, so I'm hoping that's enough, but I can link this down below as well. And obviously I'll let you know if mine is enough for the crew cab headliner, and if it's not, then you can know to order a little more. And the way I'm gonna do this is I think I'm just gonna roll the whole thing out over so that it covers everything. And then I'm gonna fold half back over and then work from the middle out this way. Then I'll fold the other half back over and then work from the middle forwards, just so that I know that I'm gonna have enough. All right, looks like I got plenty. I got like a foot of overlap on each side, so that should give me enough to make sure I can work it into all the seams. All right, so I actually decided to start on the front end of this. And with this adhesive, what you're gonna do is just spray it onto the headliner and onto the back of the fabric. And then you're just gonna do your best to just work it into all the seams and just slowly make your way forward. Yeah, just doing your best to make sure that you push it down into all the seams nice and tight. Alright, and then now I'm going around trimming all the edges. I'd recommend leaving them about 1 inch long because you can tuck it behind and then it will just help to make sure it covers good. And then obviously I'm cutting out all the holes for the lights, for the sun visors, and then for just any of the screws or clips that have to go through the headliner. Alright, so I went ahead and got that on there as best I could. In the spots where my headliner base is damaged, it doesn't look like it glued super well, but I just did my best to glue it as good as I can, and then I tucked it under like 1 inch. And then I went ahead and got my holes cut out. Don't forget about those 2 in the very back that those 2 plastic pins go through. So got everything cut out. Now the fun part is going to be working it back in. That you do have all of the wiring, which I just pulled mine off of the top. You can do, I know some people like cut the wire. I just pulled mine off, and I'm just going to do my best to get the headliner under all the wiring and then just push it up and just leave it up above the headliner. And then just make sure you run your taillight wire and then your just overhead light wire in before you get it up too high. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't get this thing back in here, and we'll see how it looks. All right guys, so I didn't film any of the reinstall process because it's just so hot out here that my phone overheats, and I also didn't know how it was going to go really, but I got it back in the same way I took it out. So it was through this back door at an angle and got it kind of up onto the dash like taking it out, putting it in is also not very fun, but I definitely creased it in a few areas, but now that it's in here, I don't really notice any of the creased spots, so that might just be what you got to do to pull it out and get it back in. But once you get it back in, I kind of worked from the back forward, so I got it above these two back pillars, and then actually before that I had it just resting kind of on top, and I got my wiring laid out for the overhead light and for the tail light, and then I dropped those two wires in for the front overhead light, and then I got it over these back pillars, and then I kind of pushed it up in the middle. Another thing for the passenger handle above the door, you want to make sure you get that put in and get those clips put in above it. So once I had it resting on the back, I pushed up either side, and then I pushed in those handles here and here just to get it kind of held up in the middle. And then I did the passenger handle above the door next to get that kind of held up. And then the front over here, I just pushed that up and got the pillar plastic put up. And then from there, you got these two clips in the back. Don't forget to re-hook up your upper brake light. And then, I mean, a lot of these things, it's just the clips you push in. Both of the side pillars are just clips. Those front pillars are just clips. You got the screws, the torque spit screws for the little sun visors. One on here, 3 on here. These ones, putting them back in, there's like 3 plastic pieces that stick out, and one of them will be skinnier, and that should slide into a slot that's inside. That's kind of a narrow slot. So those are kind of self-explanatory. But yeah, it actually looks a lot better than I thought it was gonna look. The edges hide a lot of that. A lot of it's tucked up behind, so you can't really see along with these edges. I think this is where mine looked the worst, is just down below here, and it actually hides quite well. And I know on the old one, it was just sagging down right here. You could, I can show a few clips of that, but it actually just tucks up in there real nice. And yeah, it actually turned out really good overall, so definitely worth doing. But if you have any questions about anything, you can leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. This is my first time doing this, so I'm not exactly an expert, but I just figured I would show how it went for just a DIY project. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching. And if you decide to do this project, just do the best you can. Don't give up, and I'm sure it'll turn out nice, and I'm sure you'll be happy with the end result. So good luck, guys, and thanks for watching.